Welcome, everybody, to the Huber Rebels podcast, episode 33. Episode 3 of the Quarantine Cast. My name is Jordan.
My name is Ethan, joined by Daisy.
Hello again, Daisy, you beautiful dog.
Gonna go back to sleep after I just ripped her up. I'm sorry.
I love that she's just right there, though.
She's determined, so she wanted up here. If I'm talking and yapping, she's like, I need to be in your lap because something's wrong.
Yeah. So cute. Easily, by 100% by far the cutest dog we've ever had on the show.
Easily. Well, I mean...
like, undeniable.
That's as far as you took it.
How much farther do you want me to take it?
Oh, I mean, the limit. It's a defined limit.
Actually, show her one more time, because you weren't big on the screen, so let me... Okay, now you're big. Now we can see her in her full cuteness.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Daisy.
You cute little girl.
Guys.
I miss her.
Say my hair is getting all long.
Oh, she's so cute when her hair is long, though.
I get down. She says no. I'll stay with you.
All right, what do you got?
Ever. That was the limit.
I see.
She has the defined limit of ever.
Ever. Cutest dog ever.
Yeah. It's a good it gives us a barometer for the species.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see a good argument for that.
Yeah.
For the audio listeners, she's a black and white cockapoo.
Yes,
and she's adorable.
And I'll get a good picture and I'll post it.
Yeah.
It's so tough because it's like it's not the pictures. The pictures work once you know her, but it's the energy. Like, I don't know, like her being her. It's hard. So one of my brothers, well, they both came over, but her older brother came over and sat with Daisy, and she just chilled with him. And this was weeks ago. This wasn't anytime soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, this was like day 2 maybe of us being here.
Sure.
But yeah, she's just so good.
I mean, dude, we're approaching. I haven't seen you in person in almost a month.
Yeah.
Maybe a month.
So I've been
almost a month.
Doing pretty good. Just like stay in check and I just kind of.
I feel bad because like I'm not getting the same like feel of this as everyone else is since I go to work 5 times a week and I'm there for like 8+ hours a day and seeing all my coworkers and my friends by far.
So somebody asked me this. What's going on at Bevmo?
We are making more money than we would have been if this wasn't going on.
No, I know. Why?
We're doing fantastic. I don't know. All people have to do right now is drink, I guess, and they're still stocking up.
Like, why are people shopping at Bevmo so much?
It seems weird, right?
About that. Like, every time you text me, you're like, "Oh my god, I just," and I'm like, "Still, people and, like not you, like people,
sure,
really people, like what are you doing?"
But like in comparison, also to other stores, like the one I know is the craziest that I know of is North Hollywood. They are insane.
Probably.
All of our hours are the same, 10 to 8, but we on our like craziest day we have to fill maybe like 150 to 200 orders.
And 2 months ago on a Wednesday, how many orders would you have fulfilled in a day?
Well, it's tricky because like all we're doing is online orders. So if transactions,
yeah,
I don't know. On a regular Wednesday, definitely less than 100.
Oh, okay,
definitely less than 100. North Hollywood pushing 700-800 in one day. They have like 10+ people there just running around filling orders and stuff.
Have they been hiring?
Yep, we are hiring. Our store hired 2 people so far.
Are they hooking you up at all? Not to like, because you're like an OG. You're not like a new person.
I am an OG, and 2 people higher than me actually are leaving. One of them just went to be a new manager at another store. Actually, both of them went to be like assistant or store managers at other stores. So we are losing that.
Spot at this store.
I don't know if I want it.
Yeah, I get you there. That's
but we'll see. But I'm now full time and I have health coverage again. So
Oh,
yippee!
fuck.
Yeah.
That's good. Wait,
I
when
mean,
was
I
the last
had
time you
health
were full
coverage because
time?
I bought it,
Yeah.
which was a weird
No, but
thing.
I mean like through work. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
mean. Yeah, yeah. A thing that I'm not even gonna open that.
Didn't have to be worried about before.
A thing that nobody should have to be worried about, and it shouldn't be based on your job. But again, we're not gonna go
Right.
there.
And especially since like I was technically part time, but I've been working 40-ish hours like a
Well,
week. It's
because
like,
the thing is
hey,
this: you only
hook it up, you
need
know?
a doctor if you're working. That's how that works. You only
Right.
require
Right.
medical care if you have a job.
Right.
That's how a specific type of job, and or only it's an hour cutoff. If you work
As long as
39
you work a
hours,
certain amount, right?
no, did you know if you work 39 hours, you don't have to go to the doctor?
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
But even if you do work 40 hours, they still have to give you a certain title for you to get sick. Otherwise, you don't get sick. Like, if you're not full time, quote unquote, then
I didn't know that that was allowed.
yeah, you have to be full time. I don't know. Maybe it's different by company. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
God, I don't want to
Bevmo's
talk about
doing
it, but
good
I
right now.
also can't. That's great. King's
Yeah.
Hawaiian is also doing great
Good.
because we make food, and that's what everybody's buying right now. So
Are they like?
production, yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
it's people like bread.
Is a lot of bread being brought? Bread being bought?
Yeah, because bread's like one of those staples.
Sure.
So
I remember I walked by the bread aisle at Vaughn's where the King's Hawaiian would normally be
gone.
empty.
Yeah, we had hamburger buns go bad. I feel so stupid. Like
It's just.
time is just like I apparently we had them for a week, like
Oh, really?
a couple days. Yeah, we were gonna make burgers, so now I gotta get more buns.
I mean, it is interesting because, like, not that King's Hawaiian isn't the best bread on the planet, but, like, even if it wasn't someone's first choice, now that everything else may be gone, and they're like, I just need
Yeah.
bread, so they'll grab it, and now it's all gone.
Yeah.
So, some companies are doing well, and some companies like AMC are not, as we spoke
Yeah,
about
I
on
mean,
our Rebels reaction.
that's the whole thing is like that because it's disproportionately affected.
Yeah.
Just like I am, thank God, not affected by this too much. My mom,
Right.
the same thing.
Yeah.
She said she's gonna donate her check if she gets one,
Cool.
and I'm like, I respect that. I'm not gonna do that. She's older. She's in more of a position to do that. Like we've got so much shit going on. But mainly, we're saving it because of the wedding. Like,
You mean her, like, stimulus check? Is that what you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
yeah.
Well, just
So-
imagine, I think we may have talked about this, but, like, imagine the streamers and stuff. Like, their business is booming.
So I have a little first secret topic. This doesn't kill my video, right? If I do this.
Shouldn't. Is it
Like,
something
you
I
can
need
still
to
see me?
see also?
Um,
Is it something the people at home need to see?
not currently. I need to stop clicking your secret topic. I haven't looked at anything.
Why are you clicking my secret topic?
Because I keep thinking it's mine.
Oh, I see.
Did you see?
I'm looking at it, yeah. But this is an audio podcast.
That's right. It's a subreddit for Kevins and Kevin enthusiasts. It's literally just Reddit Kevin.
I've never heard of this, but okay.
I've never heard of it either, but I immediately thought of the only Kevin I think of now.
Right. I honestly, for a split second, I'm like, why does he have his own subreddit, and how did he
Yep.
get his own subreddit of just his name?
100% what I thought too.
And if
So-
anyone could do it, Kevin could do it.
Yep. And so now I want to either hijack it or share it with them or do something if they haven't already. I feel
Yeah.
like they have to know about it already, but yeah. I just thought that was funny and I wanted to share that with you.
All right, well, here's his comic. It says,
Sweet one.
God, what is my plan in life? Honestly, Kevin, I didn't count on you making it this far. Maybe go have a nice big ice cream. Sweet.
There you go.
Okay, so what are Kevins? But do they skate by in life? Is that their thing?
I don't
Or-
think it says Kevins are usually good-natured people. There is even a visual effects company named Kevin for this very reason. Why Kevin? Well, Kevin is always there for you. He's your best mate and will always have your back. He's the kind of guy you want to have a beer with whenever he's in town. That's the community's description.
Okay.
Am I the only one that the word Kevin sounds really weird now?
It doesn't
Kevin,
yet for
Kevin,
me,
Kevin,
but
Kevin,
it
Kevin.
will.
Yeah, I already got there. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kevin. What's your name? Kevin, Kevon, Kevon, Kevin, Kevin. It's a
Like
poll.
that's a name with a K and a V and an N.
I don't understand why this subreddit exists.
I don't either, which is why I immediately thought of
This
Kevin.
post just says Kevin. Period. That's it.
I love Reddit.
Why is this a thing?
Because it is.
They're just posting pictures of different Kevins that exist in the world. This guy's a golfer. This guy says, not a Kevin, just a Kevin enthusiast here to say I love all you Kevins. Oh my. Okay. Sure. That's ridiculous.
That was why I had to share it, because I was like, wait, this is a thing?
No, I get it now. That is says.
Yeah. So,
Never expected to see that. Is there a subreddit for every name?
I haven't.
This I want to look.
That was the only one I checked.
Because you know how if you
Yeah.
what is it? Urban Dictionary your name, like they're usually
Oh, yeah,
pretty
we've
spot
done
on.
Oh, there is an Ethan Reddit. I guess I'll join that. We are Ethan. It's a pretty cool and common name. Definitely
Okay,
not
so
a common
I looked
name.
up r
I
slash
had it.
Jordan, and this is definitely the country.
You should join that and post something. Be like, wait, is this like my name's Jordan? Why are you guys all posting about the country?
It's the little Reddit guy, but he has like the kind of headwear of someone
Yeah.
from Jordan, and it just says the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and it's just all about the country.
Oh,
And then there's a puzzle with Disney princesses. Okay. Dude,
Sponsored?
Reddit is something else.
It really is. Well, so there's another secret topic that I had
Yes.
that I had saved a really long time ago. And I'm going to have you Google this.
Okay. Can I click that link, or will that not work?
I'm not 100%. You found the link?
Well, is it the one that you linked in the thing?
Oh, wait. You're talking about the...
Oh, you're not. Okay.
No, you know what? Go ahead and click that.
Okay.
Because that's not...
Is this safe?
Open it and see. Why are you questioning its safeness?
I don't know. Okay, a very close look inside the Mando ship. Is this safe?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, it's on Kotaku. Okay, cool.
But why were you afraid of it?
I don't know. Because you labeled it
no reason.
inside Mando. Nothing else.
Just
This
wanted
is
to
very
be a
cool.
little-
Actually, I feel like I did
Yeah.
see this.
So I looked through all of it. It's very, very cool.
I
love
want
the
this
ship.
for every ship.
They have it.
Ah.
I
Cro-
have the book saved. I've had the book saved on Amazon, but it's been out of stock for a really long time. It's the Star Wars blueprints. Oh no, maybe that's a different one. Because those are the cross sections. I love the cross sections.
I just found my favorite part of the entire thing.
Oh,
It's the little baby Yoda in the bottom left,
with it
just
going
chasing
dumb.
the frog. He's
Yeah.
so cute. It's just
there's
it's a
that,
cool little
and
cross
then-
section of the Razor Crest, which is an awesome ship.
So my favorite part on the detailed drawing is at the top, on the very top of the ship. So there's detail ones if you go down below,
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
and it actually labels each part in the ship.
Sure.
So at the top of the ship, there's actually a spot for an astromech droid,
Oh.
and read what it says.
Oh, good. I found the
Read it aloud.
toilet. I'm glad I found
Yes,
that.
the vac, the space vac for multiple species.
R2 series astromech socket. Due to his hostility and distrust for the droids, Mando turned off and completely refused the support of the astromech droid. Therefore, all the ship's maneuvers have to be done manually. Cool.
Which, he's one of the most clicky button people we've ever seen.
Definitely.
Which I just always thought was cool, but like, that kind of makes sense. Like, Luke doesn't have to do everything; he can just woo, and R2 does all that stuff.
R2 would do it even if you didn't ask him to.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's just it's functions of like maybe you have to turn the shield on.
Right.
A droid does that automatically. you have to remember to turn your shield on, kind of thing.
This is amazing. I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I want to get a book with more of those. I actually do have a book that I haven't. You know what? No. You know what? I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna do a slight mini unboxing real quick.
Okay. Wait, did you notice the wait, don't leave.
Huh?
Did you notice the other Mandalorian armor that's in the ship?
Yeah, and I'm racking my brain over what that is.
They don't comment on it.
Nope.
Hmm.
It's not Boba's.
It's not,
maybe.
but it's.
I know.
Wait, but it has a dent in the helmet. Cause, well, as long as we're here, let's see. Boba Fett helmet. Cause Boba Fett has a dent in the top right, just like this thing does. Now the colors are off because it's green and yellow in this cross section, not green and red like Boba would be. But I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be Boba's helmet because it has a dent. It has a dent in the exact same place.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to check that because I missed that.
The colors are definitely off, but
that's what. Yeah. So this is my Yavehi, which probably just says heavy duty.
It's also upside down, which doesn't help. But
wait, does it say Yavehi? What does it say?
It does say Yavehi, yeah, but upside down, so it's confusing.
You know what this is. Oh, man.
I don't remember what it is exactly, but.
Oh God. Okay, so.
Oh, I remember. I don't know what it is, but I love that picture so much. Can you pick it up a little bit? Dude, that like Art Deco C-3PO is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much.
So, a couple cool things that just reminded me of. So this is Star Wars art by Ralph McQuarrie.
Yeah.
He is the guy who gave us Star Wars. I love this thing so much. I haven't even opened it yet. I've been saving it for a new place and whatnot.
New coffee table to put it on.
I'm actually still gonna wait to open this.
Yeah.
Until post quarantine. You know, post quarantine.
Post McClone.
What?
It's a little Post Malone attempt at being funny.
Sorry, I'm not familiar.
I thought you were trying to do that.
No, he's Ralph McQuarrie, so I was saying McQuarantine.
McQuarantine? That makes a lot more sense, yeah.
And then you were like, Malone.
Post
something.
Malone?
Like,
yeah, I'm an idiot. I know.
I know, you're good. Yeah, I don't know why I just remembered I had it, so I figured why not bring that over. That's kind of cool.
Well, hey, as long as you're doing a show and tell, we didn't actually get to do this, unfortunately, because we were going to do this when I beat Spider-Man, but unfortunately I beat Spider-Man after this all happened. Do you have the statue?
I don't have it.
Dang it. Is it? Okay. Because I still don't know what it is. I assume it's his final suit. Don't tell me, but I just...
It's not.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Okay. You know, I meant to bring that up. Okay, so there's towards the end of Spider-Man, spoilers. Yeah. Okay, there's slight spoilers, okay. But not really. There's a final boss battle. We all know that. I won't say who it is. The entire last third of the game is just you sitting in a room doing nothing. It's like, okay, you've waited long enough. You won.
You thinking about the responsibility of being Spider-Man.
Right. So I'm playing, and you have to go to the lab right before the final boss battle.
Yeah.
And there's a cutscene, and it forces him to be wearing his like white Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It doesn't reflect the suit that you were wearing previously, like all other cutscenes did.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't get why it did that. Was that a mistake?
I didn't change my costume until I beat the game. So
really? You were the white spider the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. I was doing that for a while until I found I didn't want to do any of the crazy ones, you know, like the
I think I may have tested a couple. but I didn't complete anything in a suit other than his.
Sure. And like I didn't want to do like the Iron Spider or anything because that just doesn't really make sense. Like, you know, I wouldn't have done that in the game. But there were certain ones I'm like, this is cool, and I feel like he earned this. So like, you know, we can wear this for this whatever. But so I had it changed, and then in that cutscene he was wearing something different. I'm like, that's very bizarre.
Yeah, that's no fun. We have to go to the store.
Right now?
Yeah, they're like, nope, it's canceled. Place another order.
But you have to go
We
now?
waited a week. No.
Oh.
But I want to go and I want to yell at them. But it's like,
No.
yeah, no, they're not going to do anything to help us and accommodate us. They're
Okay.
not even going to attempt.
Hold on. But
It's
okay. But the people that no one that you can yell at Vaughn's, it's not their fault that your order got canceled.
it's their fault for not doing anything about it.
There's nothing more that they can do. Trust me.
Don't feel bad.
It's not worth yelling at people about stuff like that. Like, blame the people who aren't programming the websites better to handle this, or higher up, you know, like corporate stuff. Like, no one at that store is intentionally screwing you over. But I don't think they can do anything else.
They can go get our shit. They can say, what did you have? We'll go get it right now. They're just like, place another one. Whenever you can get it, you'll get it.
Well, okay.
I said it. They're too busy.
Okay.
I think to just go.
But that's also like online limitations too. I think if there's someone you can go and talk to and say this happened, I think someone there would like to help you. You know what I mean? I wouldn't blame anyone at that store for an issue online, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I know it's nobody's fault.
Because also I don't think mine's talking to anyone at that store. She's talking to customer service.
Yeah, no, the store called.
Really?
Yep.
Then it must be
locally
insane.
Handled, because it's like per store each handles their own local area. I think that's how they do it. Because like you can't be like, Vaughn's, send me stuff from wherever you have it. You have to pick a store and order it from that store.
Sure,
but I understand that they're not managing the software in the store.
Right. I try not to get mad at the wrong people with stuff like that.
But I know, but that's what's so infuriating is there's literally nobody. So it's just not just fuck you, really is what it is. Not from a person, just from the situation.
Right. That's the lame part about this whole thing is like we all have to kind of roll with the punches, you know?
Yep. No matter how much you get fucked over. All in the middle of the podcast, so there's one more thing.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, that's not you.
No, not at all.
Nah, you're good. Just we're not gonna go later anyways, because we don't go until before they close because people don't respect anything. Like out. It's just the number of people that have walked directly at me, it's just ridiculous. Really disappointed in people through this process.
I think more people are doing things correctly than are giving
people
credit for, because you're only seeing the people that aren't.
Yep. Yeah. But I know, doesn't matter though.
I know.
I mean, I guess it's tough, like, because it was the first 2 or 3 times we went to the grocery, it wasn't most people. Every single person was not doing it. I saw maybe 3 people out of 100 that were social distancing.
Sure.
Like to the point where we're getting lettuce and people just walk right up next. And it's like, no, like you don't get that thing right now. You have to wait. Like if I go to an aisle and there's someone there, I come back.
Right.
Other people flood the aisle and corner you. I want to be positive and say most people are doing the right thing, but
try to be positive. It helps.
Not what I've seen.
I know.
So
Do you guys have masks?
My grandpa found a few old surgical masks that he had in the garage, so we can at least use those to go out for a few days.
Yeah.
You can't get more. So.
I can. My mom is making masks that are like washable and stuff. Do you guys want a couple?
That's that would be awesome because that's yeah that was the next thing we're gonna do. I know Torrance sent out a thing about um
And
making
they
masks and
they have a
stuff.
little slot. I don't know if this is true, but like we saw and read and heard that like even just like a piece of a paper towel like acts as a
Yeah,
decent filter. So it has a little slot in there that you can put like a paper towel into, so
nice
to kind
because
of
that's where
filter.
you
So
could put like the HEPA filter.
yes.
It's just like aren't filters for breathing?
What do you mean?
Or is it because like the whole reason we're even wearing masks to go out is to not spread it, not to not get it.
True.
That's literally why they've said everyone wear a mask so you don't spread it.
Right.
Because wearing a mask does not prevent you from getting it.
Okay. Right.
So that's why it's like it's really just that's why they're like you have to throw it away unless it's a washable one.
Right.
And yeah, and you can't touch the outside of it because then it's immediately contaminated. I see people like keeping them in their car, and I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
Keeping the
I don't think
mask
you
in their
can
car.
like hanging on their in their middle thing.
What, to like dry it out?
No, so that it's there for the next time they go out. Like you
Well,
know how you put your sunglasses? Like I
yeah.
saw people they have just masks hanging. I'm like, that's not how it works.
Well, I mean, if you're right, like if it is about not spreading it, then yeah, just put it back on, right?
But then you're like increasing your chance of getting it because they're not reusable. The regular ones.
I know. It's so
Yeah.
stressful. It's like, okay, but it could be on this side of it, so I don't want to touch that side, but I'm breathing from this side, and
Well, that's why you no don't the outside is gonna get contaminated. You have to assume the outside is contaminated permanently. The second you like when we put those masks and go to the grocery store, the outside of our masks are going to be contaminated, which means after we throw them away.
right,
You cannot sanitize them. Now, if it's something you can wash, you can do that. That's great with the reusable ones, but I guarantee you, people are reusing them,
right,
and they're probably getting it contaminated, touching something like that could still be happening.
right.
It's impossible. I know it's just craziness, but
But I mean, every little thing. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if like if certain uh techniques of like being extra careful could actually screw you over. It's like, okay, well, I wouldn't have done this anyways, so maybe this mask actually got me sick. Like,
yeah. So and that's why it's really so that you don't cough it out, so you don't spray it out. Like it's
right.
just cover your face so you don't spray it out.
Okay, so when my mom has some masks, I will bring you guys maybe some of that and maybe some toilet paper and then your thing that I'm going to bring you. That you might have to disinfect before you use.
I will disinfect it.
But it is something to be
Well, I lick
used.
and then I disinfect and then I use.
Well, don't you disinfect it with your tongue?
Yeah. Well, it's pre-disinfect, and then disinfect, and then post-disinfect.
Post disinfect alone.
Yeah.
See what I did there? It's like Post Malone.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded like something else.
What games have you been playing?
Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
survival.
We played
life.
we played Minecraft. So we played Minecraft Bedrock Edition. What was that like?
Oh my God, we did play Minecraft. Rough at first, and then better, and then also still concerns, but overall will be very positive. I think in the long run.
So we played in our original like PS4 world that we started when the PS4 version of Minecraft like had just been released. So it had boundaries. It's a very big world, but it had boundaries.
So PS3 version was out. We originally played on PC, Infinite Worlds. PS3
Sure,
I remember
right.
like the 360 version came out. Simon and Lewis played it, and I was like, why is it a box?
Was that the version with all the weird like crafting and stuff too? It had like the weird crafting recipes or was that was that mobile? I remember the Xbox version being very strange.
It was just getting the control scheme. It was just such a small map. You could
Yeah.
build like a house
Right.
with like a pool, and that was about it. And then PS3, or no, then they released it on PS3. I was never interested in that version. And then, like you said, then the PS4 version came out, and it was like bigger worlds and stuff.
And we jumped on it immediately.
Okay, this is the right size. We can work with this. And yeah, and it worked really well for a long time.
And it was great for us because, like, playing on a PC, while it may be easier for some people, like, it wasn't our optimal way to do it, especially playing together. PS4 made everything so much easier.
So easy.
Like, I could lay in my bed and play Minecraft, which is what I want to do. You know, I don't have to be sitting at a computer. Even though now every time I game, I'm sitting at my desk at essentially a computer, so it's awkward. But
it changes.
Yeah.
It evolves.
So we've had that world. When was that? Was that 2014?
Yep.
So we've had that world for going on 6 years now.
5 years. So it was like late 2014. So it's been about 5.5 years.
And I remember like one of those like early sessions, we sat down and played for like 6 or 7 hours.
Oh, there was a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like where it was just craziness.
And I know we've brought this up on the podcast before. We've mentioned this world, and you will see it eventually. But like we've done so much in that world that we want to like show off.
There's layers. There's so many layers.
The world has now changed because of the Bedrock Edition. It's expanded, and we watched it happen.
Infinite.
Is it infinite?
It's infinite now.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Means we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like, oh, okay, there's no limitation.
Now,
don't need to use it all.
Okay, so now that we have, what are the computer boxes called again? The ones you can program?
Command blocks. I don't know if they're in there yet. Let me see.
I thought everyone has the same Minecraft now, essentially.
There's still Java.
Oh. Are they gonna catch that up eventually?
Java has been like ahead.
No, I know, but like, are they all gonna be on the same plane at some point?
Java can never be a part of Bedrock because they're built on different foundations.
Okay.
Now there's only two. There's Java and Bedrock.
Sure. And is Bedrock intended for consoles?
Yeah.
Like just consoles?
Bedrock is Windows 10. No, it's everything. Bedrock is Windows 10, mobile, PS4, Xbox. It'll be PS5. It'll be Switch. That's Bedrock. Bedrock is everything that isn't Java. So anything that Minecraft is running on that's not the Java version on PC is Bedrock.
You said Windows 10 though, right?
Yeah.
Why Windows 10? Why wouldn't you play Java?
That's what they call it. They call it Windows 10 edition.
Okay.
Because if you want to play if we want to play our quickly and easily on PC, you play Bedrock edition through Windows 10.
Okay, gotcha.
What I was telling you is there might be a weird backdoor way to then turn that into a Java world, but it's gonna mess with some stuff.
Okay. Because I'm imagining like stepping on a pressure plate and it teleports us wherever we want in the world. Eventually, which would be really cool. We don't have to fly. We can have a teleportation room.
Be more than a pressure plate because creating a super sick portal would be amazing.
True. But can you? I don't think you can. I guess you can program a portal. Probably.
No, even if a pressure plate's activating it, you design it, you make it
as a portal. Like
it's not that.
Oh no, I know. We would definitely style it up a bit, but
that's just damn it.
I know. I love giving you these ideas that just make your imagination go wild.
Yeah, that's all I want to do now.
We can build it for when the time comes and we can actually do it.
Be rewritten. I think there's a system.
Really?
If you want to do command block magic, then play Java. Okay, so TBD. We're gonna look into that.
Sure.
And see what our functionality is there. But if it's not there now, they'll add it later because they want people to. I mean, I was even thinking we could create a pack to sell eventually with this world. Like people were selling it as like an adventure, like you run around.
Yeah, if you can do it as third party, like that. This is kind of what we've always wanted. As much as I hated seeing that store at first, like that's our platform.
It's an opportunity potentially.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, definitely want to play some more Minecraft. I'm like really trying to get everything like in a row to really start going through some games now. I
Same,
want to
same.
finish Doom. Like that's what I'm trying to get done.
The
We're
same way that
going
you've
through,
just been playing Animal Crossing,
yeah.
like I've said, just been playing Warzone, so nothing new there. It
Still,
might be
and
my favorite battle royale.
yeah, I mean it sounds like it's the best one.
It's it's so much fun.
It's the perfect counter or like antithesis to Fortnite. You have Fortnite and Warzone done, and
Like
Apex, I guess. But it's
Apex is its own little triangle corner too,
yeah,
but like even when I lose, I'm not mad. Like they have the
yeah,
system so good with the gulag where you can earn your way back
yeah.
in and also buy your teammates back in. That the game just feels it never
Just
feels too
goes.
quick. Like
Yeah.
Fortnite, you can spawn and die immediately, and you're like, ugh, I'm not gonna be
Does it
back in a game for 3 or 4 minutes, and that's annoying.
does it ever feel too slow or too
Nope,
long?
it is perfectly paced. I feel like.
What's the like average match length? Because
Um,
Fortnite could be anywhere from 5 minutes to
Fortnite's pretty
30.
quick. No, not even. No, definitely not 30. Fortnite's
A
pretty
full?
fast. Nah.
Because it's like
From
um
everything I've seen, PUBG was the longest. Fortnite always goes super quick. Like you get down to like 20 or so players in a couple minutes in Fortnite. I feel like
didn't used to be like that.
20 or 30. I know it's changed. And then the last circles go a bit slower, but like this one is
Yeah,
just I love the pace of this game.
that's all. I still haven't played it. I
Download it,
wish
man.
it
I
was
want to play it
crazy.
with
I
you.
know. I know. I need to get it down. Okay. It's just like that's a thing that it's like I can't download it and beat it and delete it. It's gonna live there,
True.
and it's like 100 GB. So I might have to put it on an external drive or something.
Well, but okay, but you don't have to think of it as beating it. It's just if you like it or not. If you don't, get rid of it. You know. But you do have to free up space for it still.
But yeah, that's all. But yes, I will get that going. Are they in the first season? How's that
Well,
working? Or is it all
Modern Warfare
preseason?
itself has been in season is in three seasons. What am I saying? Modern Warfare is in season 3 at the moment.
Modern Warfare what?
The game.
How can a game have a season?
That's what they do. The Call of Duty games, the Battle Pass of Modern Warfare is in season 3.
Battle passes have only ever been for Battle Royale.
They're now also for Call of Duty, like the base multiplayer also.
The base multiplayer has a battle pass,
Yeah,
just like deathmatch and stuff.
yeah,
I did not realize that.
yeah. I think since Black Ops 4 they've had that.
Okay,
Once
because I
they
remember seeing
introduced
that
the
in
Battle
Black Ops
Royale with
4.
Black Ops 4, they introduced the Battle Pass, and it's linked between the two. So progress on whatever you're playing goes towards
So
your
there's
Battle Pass.
multiple seasons running at different times.
Yes.
That's dope.
I don't know if
Immediately,
like
I think
I
that's a bad idea.
assume Black Ops 4 is still being supported, like they still have a season or something. But yeah, I think that's fine.
What season are you in? Season 3 of Modern Warfare and 1 of Warzone and 2.5 over here. I don't think it's inherently an issue, but that will lead to confusion,
Well, the
which may or
confusing
may
thing
not
is I
matter.
think people have speculated if like Warzone is now the definitive Call of Duty battle
No.
royale.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think it
Yes.
is.
Yeah,
I don't
Warzone
know
will
if it
be.
is. I don't
That'll
know.
be
I don't know.
I
We've
that'll
had
carry
2 in 2
over.
years. I don't think that's a definitive like
So here's my instinct. The first one came out.
yeah,
What was it called?
blackout.
Blackout. Blackout came out. Immediately I was like, that's shit. That is Call of Duty throwing together a battle royale. It's taking what we have of Call of Duty
I thought it
and
was
being like, okay,
comparable.
we need a we no, it's still Call of Duty, right? Inherently, which is why it worked. And which is why they knew they could get away with it. Just make a big map, put some stuff out there, add some new stuff. Like it came out after the main game too, right?
I believe so.
Blackout, because I'm sure because it
I
wasn't
believe
planned.
so.
Like
It was
that was
definitely
that
planned
would have
with
been a,
Black Ops 4. Like I don't think it was rushed
so
necessarily.
so when I look at this,
Yeah.
to me that was a test.
Yeah.
This is the actual Call of Duty battle royale. And the first second I saw the trailer, I'm like, that's how Call of Duty does battle royale and evolves their brand.
So the fact that this is a free to play separate download, like, yeah, that makes it
That's
seem
why.
like it'll be its own thing. But
I think Warzone is such a good name. It's such a good name.
it's very good.
Like, and I think Blackout never had that. It never had that same something
So
to
then,
it.
like you say, the only dangerous thing is like Warzone is not tied to Black Ops 4 at all. It's now, at the moment, it's just tied to Modern Warfare. They're
Yep.
both in the same season. So when we get our new Call of Duty game at the end of this year, maybe, I don't know now, but um, what will Warzone affiliate itself with? Will it just affiliate itself with the new game? Maybe. That might be kind of cool.
No,
They
I think
just,
it should be Warzone.
but in terms of Battle Pass, you know what I mean?
But I thought it was a separate battle pass.
No, this is what I'm telling you. It's not. It's the same.
But I thought you said they were on different seasons.
No, you completely heard me backwards. No, they are
I
the
thought
same.
Warzone
Modern
and
Warfare,
Modern Warfare are
nope,
on different
exactly
battle
the same.
passes.
Exactly the same battle pass. They're
So what's
tied
on different
every
battle passes?
Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4 doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, it does.
The second the new game comes out, the last game doesn't. I know people still play it, but that's not like
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I don't think it has the support. But okay, so what I'm saying is
like wait, are they still updating the seasons on Blackout?
I I think so.
So they're managing 2 battle royale games right now?
Like you can still play Blackout. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems crazy to me. But I guess that makes sense because people own that game and they will.
Exactly. Like some people didn't buy Modern Warfare and they still want to play Black Ops 4.
But if they were playing Blackout, then they can get Warzone for free, which means
Yes.
there's no reason to play Blackout.
No reason not to. Right. Okay, but all I'm saying is your battle
Yeah.
pass for Warzone and your battle pass for Modern Warfare multiplayer are completely tied.
That's where I thought they were off, and I'm like, that's super confusing.
No.
Yeah,
But what
okay.
happens when the new game comes out? Does it just join up with a new game?
Yeah, I'm not
Probably.
sure how that works, but like, yes, you, they're trying to create something that doesn't go away.
But like, here's why I think that they're still
Like,
doing seasons
Call
for
of
like Black
Duty.
Ops 4 because they can still get money from that. They can still get
Yeah.
money from people buying that battle pass. So I guess you just lose the progression from the battle royale once a new game comes out. But
Which
I don't
is-
know.
That's dumb.
Or
If they-
maybe there's different maps that are tied to the games, and whenever you're playing in this map, you get progression towards that game. So like the map that we're in right now is the Modern Warfare map, and when the new game comes out, they'll have a new map, and whenever you're playing on that, you get progression towards the new
I guess
Call of
I guess
Duty
it
game.
could work. We haven't seen this time frame,
right.
but if every year you know a new battle royale is coming out, like the whole point of Fortnite was like it's Fortnite, it's a platform.
Right. I'm cool with a
This
new
seems
map
like a
every
step-
year
This seems like a step backwards.
if it
This is
changes.
This is what scares me with the 2K games.
Yeah.
Because Call of Duty being the annualized franchise that it was, I already think that was dumb. Like, I think it would be better served. You'd get people like me if the longevity was a little bit more.
More like Battlefield or something.
Yeah, just 2 years and like keep it going. Like, and so
Yeah.
I guess I thought that they were finally creating their Call of Duty platform. They've got the new engine that's like banging. They've like updated the like gameplay and tweaked it. Like they're still Call of Duty. Like they are the ones. They're known for this. So it's like refining their craft and taking charge of it. But if this is just the next one and there's another one next year, it just feels like cheaper.
They're cranking out more content than ever because they're pulling a Resident Evil where they're remastering all of the original Modern Warfare games too. Because like they just released Modern Warfare 2 remastered also
So well, and I saw it was like you could buy the campaign. And
as a
immediately
part
I
of
was
Modern
like-
Warfare. Yeah,
I was like, that's genius. Sell me Call of Duty. You have
The
Call of
platform.
Duty Battle Royale.
yeah,
That's free to play. Get
Yeah.
everybody in there. Then, hey, you want to buy a campaign and play a campaign? I would do that because all I've ever cared about in those games are the campaign. I just want to play a story. I don't really do online multiplayer that much.
you and I liked
Like-
it a lot. when we were playing.
Currently, that's the only period in my life,
Right.
though.
Right.
So if I compare that,
Sure.
that's now an anomaly.
But you have to consider that too, because like the multiplayer is a massive part of it. So like,
Yeah. So you should sell that too. So and that's why like they have 3 pillars: campaign,
yep,
team deathmatch, multiplayer, and battle royale.
right.
How do you keep those in one package? Because the only 2 you're updating, like you drop new campaigns, add new maps to multiplayer, and then do maps and battle royale is just kind of like this living thing.
Well, the problem now too is like there's different developers, different engines that everything is run on. Pretty sure Modern Warfare is a new engine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that I'm assuming that's going to be the Call of Duty
the one going forward. Yeah, true.
Because if it's not that engine, then immediately I'm like, nope.
But so like, can you have a platform that supports all these different things by like so many different people, different game mechanics, and like everything? Like it's a lot, but it's interesting. I would like it if there's just like a Call of Duty icon that you click on and then you can like add things on, maybe for less money too.
I guess I because I'm not as up on this, I thought that's where they were going. It
Yeah.
sounds like that's not actually what's happening.
They don't know what they're doing because they didn't even have a campaign in Black Ops 4.
So based on and that's based on what you're saying now, they're just trying to figure out how they can make the most money.
Yeah.
And they can make the most money by creating a new battle royale every year, cut everybody off, create a new battle royale, cut everybody off, create a new battle royale, cut everybody off. After a couple of years, people will get pissed.
No, I think you are right. I think this being free to play, I think this is the game, and then just battle passes. That's how you make money. Just battle passes. They don't have good enough cosmetics like Fortnite does. Fortnite has mastered the cosmetic game. Everything they make, I'm like, I want that. Yeah. Nothing in Call of Duty, I'm ever like, oh, I have to have that.
Are you a diehard military head?
Like my character?
No, like you.
No, but even if I was, like, I don't feel like the stuff is that cool.
It can't be. That's my point.
It's not colorful and poppy and cartoony it's
inherently not cool.
True.
Which is why Battlefield did what they did. And look what everybody said.
Do they have a battle pass? No, right?
No, remember when Battlefield 5 was announced and it was like, why is it a woman? And
right.
Why there's their color?
Right.
And they were like, because it's more fun.
Right.
Like, it's a video game. Like, I don't know.
We'll see. It's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, definitely evolving.
And I think of it with the 2K series as well. They're never gonna create a 2K and update it because they will make less money.
Right.
Period. Like, it's unfortunate, but yeah. So I'll buy the next one.
But if they could think of a battle pass sort of thing for 2K, then that's the fix. But what would that be?
So the thing with these basketball games are that every time they charge or micro do something, it's
People
something I used to get for free.
Okay, yeah.
It's nothing new. Each year it's like, oh, now I have to
pay
play
for that?
30 games before I can buy a headband. Last year I could just put a headband on. I don't want a blue headband for $3, like, which is already what they're doing. Yeah, no, it's just, yeah. So I've decided I will get the first game of the generation because that's when they update the game.
Yeah.
And then they don't do anything for the rest of the entire generation.
And I think that's why Fortnite worked so well, because it didn't have any pre-context with it at all. It's like it was brand new, and they're like, look, here's these things you can buy. And you're like, what? I can look like that?
Yeah.
And then they just raked in the money. There was nothing that people were like, well, I got this before and now I can't. Like, yeah, the timing on it was way too good.
Are we ever going to play Fortnite again?
I remember I was itching to play it not too long ago. I was like, I miss Fortnite. I
Yeah.
jumped back in for maybe 1 or 2 games, and I was like,
It's the new map. I don't want to fall in love with the
I
new map.
don't like the map. Nah.
Well, it's just it's we don't know it. We haven't put the time in, and
For sure. I'm not saying it's a
we're
bad
not
map. I just
no, but we're not like excited to play it to
right,
fall in love with the map.
right.
Before it was like it just happened naturally
Mm-hmm.
because that was what it
All we
was.
had, yeah.
I don't want to do that again. I don't want to go
Ah,
through like when I think of Fortnite, I still think of the old map, and I think if I launch in, I'm gonna just be sad.
it still throws me off when I see the new map. I'm like, ugh, what is that?
But
Yeah,
I don't even want to go back to the volcano map.
I
The
don't either.
the
It got too
farthest
crazy.
back, yeah, the farthest back I would probably go would be the block in the top right.
Yeah.
But when
Once
it was
it
still
once it
like
became
forest and
half
stuff,
ice and it stayed that way, I was like,
yeah,
I know we all
that's so
wanted
true.
snow, but I didn't
Give
want
me a
snow all the
mountaintop with
time.
snow,
Yeah.
and that's about it. But not half the map. Yeah. So I did want to propose an idea.
Yeah.
I think I may already have
Propose to me.
actually. Um, so I know I mentioned before I'm a big fan of Tony Hawk. I think we
Mm-hmm.
talked about this last week even,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember exactly what we talked about, but I want to get all the Tony Hawk games.
Okay.
Did I mention that last week?
I know you've mentioned that. I don't remember if it was on the podcast, but I think it might have been. But
So I want to get a PS2.
uh-huh.
I want to get all the Tony Hawk games and do like a massive like let's play through all of them.
You mean one of
And then
these?
Yeah, one of those. Um, is that yours?
Yep. Do you want to get
Makes me really sad.
you want to get one of these too?
No,
Okay.
really don't.
It's always funny when I hear Greg talk about the Vita. I'm like, wait, that thing was good?
Yeah, apparently that's a PSP though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and do like a big like let's play through the series and
That
like,
would be
how to-
cool.
especially since a new one might be coming out.
Yeah.
And
And since I have
and then I was thinking
I have no experience with most of them, so
that too, and I was so and then it would be like a like plus skate kind of a thing. There's only 3 skate games rather than like 8 Tony Hawk
Right.
games.
right.
But I would definitely want to like then talk about like okay, and this was about the time that skate came out, and like
Yeah.
this is how it changed it then, because there's a few new games in development right now. You may have seen Skatebird. That's
No.
like a weird little indie one with like little birds that skate around on tech decks.
Okay.
Looks like fun. There was another game that's been in development called Session that never really impressed me. I think I may have even shown you.
I remember
like,
hearing
it's
about
like,
that, yeah.
That doesn't look good. So there's another game called Skater XL, which
Okay.
I think I was getting confused with Session, but they just dropped a trailer. Now it doesn't look great, but the whole thing they're going for, it's not even like Skate, where directions translated to like predetermined tricks. So it's like to do a 360 flip, go in and around and up, right?
Right.
This game is literally you're controlling the physics of the feet and the board, and you have to like move them in a way to do the trick. Now, that's at least what I've inferred from it.
Sure.
I want to feel it to see if that really is the case, because like they're focused on like you find a staircase, that's where you're gonna like try to nail this spot, like doing a thing. I got to a point where it's like that was pretty easy to do in Skate.
So is it like an evolution of Skate even?
Kind of
With like
their
the
own
mechanics?
take. They're doing
It
their
looks
own thing.
weird.
Oh yeah, no, it's still that like kind of not human look. But if we're just focused on the feet and like doing cool tricks, it might be fun. So I'm like thinking maybe we try that out too.
The way the board moves looks pretty good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Like it seems like that they nailed, but like they don't.
And that's
have
really all that
control
matters.
Animations at the end of the day in a skateboarding game.
I'm
Like,
loving all this downtown LA stuff too.
Dude, so that blew my mind.
Yeah.
They just announced that with this trailer. Like this was definitely the like, hey, we're here, pay attention now.
Right.
They announced 4 pros who I've never heard of,
Never heard of them.
along with downtown Los Angeles, like real Staples Center.
Yeah.
I've never seen this in a video game.
Right.
And there's more locations I think coming of like
Cool.
other real famous real world locations. When that registered along with the other thing, I'm like, I think they put together a decently compelling package here,
Sure.
where like we haven't had anything. Let's check it out.
One thing I'm noticing is a lack of people and a
Yes.
lack
Oh,
of
Baron.
cars, which was
Yeah.
what was so great about Skate is you could run into people, you can get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Um,
And
it
so we'll see
felt
if any of that's in
alive,
there.
but
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
even
dude, we
not
can
enough.
skate in places that we've like legit
Been.
just walked around before. Yeah.
That legit was like, not to, legit.
Legit, legit.
Was, it's because like you just said it, so then I used
I know.
it.
It was in there, yeah.
That made me be like, I just want to skate around downtown LA.
Right.
That I've never been able to do that in a Tony Hawk skate game, anything.
Does that look like it would be a full price game, you think?
I really have no idea.
Yeah.
They might have a.
I mean, it's coming out pretty soon, like 3 months.
Yeah. Skater XL. Price.
So what's the like skating comparison to steep? Oh, it's 20? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's
That might
that's
be
an
worth it.
easy buy. Yeah, that's no hesitation. Comparison of Steep.
Is there like a skateboarding equivalent to steep? Like, does that same company make a skateboarding game or
Ubisoft? No.
no?
Nobody makes skateboarding games.
Right.
Nobody makes
That's
snowboarding games.
so
other than
weird.
Steep. The whole extreme sport, dude. It was because that's what we grew up with.
And I feel like it's dead,
Look,
you know?
yeah, it is. No, we literally that like 15-year period maybe.
Sure.
Maybe like 15 to 20 years when it like hit peak popularity and like excitement.
Because like when did Tony Hawk land the 900? Like 99 or
99.
something?
Yeah.
So
Right around there.
let's
yeah.
say it started growing like just before that.
Yep.
and
I was
then-
going 95 to 2010. That was the 15-year
Yeah.
rough estimate that I put in my head because
Yeah.
Pastrana lands double backflip in 2006, and then
Pretty sure Brian Deegan landed a single backflip in like the early 2000s or something. Maybe not Brian Deegan, but
no, you're right. Yeah, the first freaking backflip was not that long before that.
and I think they used to do it in San Francisco.
The first one. There was one in San Francisco. There's actually the first one was in San Diego.
First ever motocross backflip in competition was Carey Hart during the 2000 X Games. Did he die?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So
Trying to
yeah,
remember
the X
all this
Games
stuff.
started in '94, 26 years ago.
Oh no,
Been
he's
for the
he's-
last few years.
the guy that's married to Pink.
Wow.
That's random.
The X Games has never carried out drug tests on competitors,
Really?
a position which has been criticized by the World Anti-Doping Agency
Hmm.
and the IOC.
Now,
No.
one interesting thing about skateboarding is that it's now an Olympic sport.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
they're still
Maybe
getting
this
some
is-
love.
Maybe this is where it's not that people aren't skating. There's pros. Skateboarding is probably the most successful, making the most money, the biggest that it's ever been. But
Sure.
it's not pervasive in the culture like it was.
Right.
Skate culture does not dominate now. I maybe it didn't dominate before, but it's not even like
There isn't one like household name skateboarder like Tony
it's
Hawk.
hip hop culture
Right.
now. Everything, even skateboarding is hip hop culture, right? And so, like, I just don't think people are thinking about it.
Right.
It's
I get
just
you.
not on the mind.
I'm definitely
kind of
not.
thing.
The only reason
not,
I
yeah.
even am aware of skateboarding anymore is because I follow Nigel Houston on Instagram. That's it.
He's the only person I think of now.
Right.
If I think of like a young current skater, Nigel Houston, and he's probably old now.
He's 24, 20 something.
I had an old moment.
Well, what happened? I'm still finding gray hairs, by the way. It's upsetting.
Did you ever watch Modern Family?
No, but I saw the commercial that it was ending, and I'm like, how is that show still going? How is that show
So
still
I
on?
didn't realize it just ended, and I didn't realize it was still going, even though I kind of knew it still existed. Manny, the little Mexican boy,
Yeah.
he's got a beard and everything now. He's 21, and I'm like, my brain just broke.
Well,
it was like,
Actually, I remembered that it was still going literally days before I saw the commercial that it was ending.
that's
I remembered, I'm like, is Modern Family still on? Wow, it is. And then I saw the
Yeah.
commercial, the final episode this Wednesday. I'm like, what? That's
so weird
very
that
bizarre.
like, why didn't that happen before? And then last thing, did I mention last week the new show we're watching?
You mentioned Love is Blind, but I don't think that's what you're talking about.
New show we started, and I'm in love. Like, I know it's early, but like I would propose right now if it
Nice.
was
A
significant
female
other.
that you
Yes, like
weren't already engaged to.
I'm confident about our future together,
Nice.
and its
Tell me about
presence
her.
in the pantheon of my favorite shows, Community.
I just started watching it again. I'm so happy you brought this up. Community is fantastic.
It's already like do I like this more than The Office? And
So,
I
dude,
that shocks me.
I was going to bring it up this week. It's so weird that you started watching it, and I was gonna say like it's up there, and it might be. It's definitely more clever.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I've been aware of this show since college.
Sure.
Brandon told me about it. He was a huge advocate of the show, but it was one of those things where it's like multiple seasons in, and I just didn't want to jump in midway through. I didn't have any way to watch it, so it's like I believe you, but I don't really have access to this. But I do remember we watched a couple episodes, and I was like, I didn't know any of the characters, so it's
Right.
not quite the like same. But
You got to learn the dynamic. But
have you watched all of it? You've seen all of it?
no, I've only seen 2 seasons.
Okay. Then
So
I
I'm
won't
I'm I'm
actually
working through
spoil
it at the moment.
episode I've seen.
So where are you?
but
How
yeah.
far are you?
11 episodes or something, 12
Okay.
we just finished the religion Christmas episode in the first season
Okay.
where they have this huge fight with the guy that's like all tough, to like cut off like shirts and stuff,
Right.
and then at the end they go to like throw down and all the people take their shirts off and they're all super ripped and doing like flips and stuff. Oh my god, I was crying. Like this it's so genius.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, The Office is obviously funny,
Yeah.
but this show like makes me laugh harder and more than any of the other shows.
Well, because The Office is like dry humor. It's that like that
Right.
painful cringe humor,
Right.
which I was telling Maya I don't think that'll age as well.
I mean,
man,
there's some
I-
stuff in this show even too that like doesn't age well. Like Chevy Chase's character is not PC,
So,
but he's still very funny.
So my argument was that this Community feels like it's so over the top
Yeah.
that you're not like, oh, you're kind of like, okay, you're just an insane person. Like, did you get? Where with
Yeah.
Michael, sometimes you were like, oh, but you once you know the show, it's like you're not actually like judging and upset.
Like they're
But
they're a
Chevy
little
Chase's
they're a little
character-
extreme in Community. Like you can't be a real person, right?
Exactly, they're more caricature.
Right.
Which allows I think it lets you do that, push that a little bit more without it being so real.
Right. But like
Rather
what
than
you were
like,
about
oh,
to say
these
with Chevy Chase, like that's those are real people that exist.
What do you mean?
Chevy Chase's character, like
Yes,
there's
yes,
real
yes,
people
yeah.
like him.
When he's like, I'm a Buddhist and I got the whatever level of something in the hot tub for 2,000 credits or whatever, Maya's just like, he's in a cult. Like he's definitely in a cult.
He's so funny, dude.
And he has the Buddha. He has the little Buddha thing, and
Uh-huh.
the one girl's like, that's a bong. Just got the thing sticking out of the belly. I mean,
I love it.
yeah,
And we have
it's-
Donald Glover. I mean, Lando
So,
Calrissian is in the show.
I always knew he was in this, and I knew this was like showing off what he can do in his nonsense. Like he does not disappoint. But man, he's a weird dude.
Very weird. Yeah.
I've seen him in concert, and
That's amazing.
who he is on this show is not who I was watching when I was at the concert.
No.
Even though I know that's him, I
He's
feel like I feel like he doesn't show who he really is.
do you know anything about his most recent album?
No, but
It
I
was
just think of this
super
as America.
weird.
Or is that the one?
No, there was another one
another
just
one?
came out like a few weeks ago. Like super cryptic, like no song titles. Every song title was just like the timestamp of the album. There's this whole puzzle that
listen
people
to
were
that.
working through with like album artwork and like pictures that were released and like clues and stuff. Like he is bizarre, in the best way.
Yeah.
I love Alison Brie on the show.
So this is my first introduction to her. I've never seen her.
I
in
love Alison
anything,
Brie so much.
But I know her name. She's married to Dave Franco. I looked that up.
I think said Dick Franco.
Is what I think of.
Um,
I don't think I'll ever be able to disassociate Dave Franco and opening the door in Oh God, what was that movie? With Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. Neighbors.
Yeah.
I will never be able to disassociate Dave Franco and them opening the door and him going to pound town on that girl. Have you seen Neighbors?
I've seen it, but I don't remember it very well.
I just remember going like, oh God, because I saw it with my grandma
Nice.
and Maya.
Nice. Yeah. Any
So,
movie with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron, I don't think I would ever see with someone twice my age or older. That's
a little bit
just
more than
that's my rule of thumb. No, or older, I said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we lined up on that. I can't wait to finish the show. It's so good.
We're trying to watch a couple every day.
I watched a movie. I watched two movies that one of my coworkers would say I should have watched a long time ago. I had this segment a long time ago on the show called Kevin's Corner. He's one of my coworkers. He gave me a movie to watch that I should have seen, and the first one I did was Ace Ventura. I had seen the second one, not the first one.
Yes.
Now, Kevin's Corner number 2, Super Troopers. Have you seen it?
Oh, one time in college.
Did you like it?
No.
Good.
I was surrounded by people who it was like their favorite movie and quoting it the entire time. And I remember the entire time being like, yeah, this is good.
It wasn't funny at all.
No. It's the asshole humor. That it's the douchebag idiot asshole humor, right?
Right. Yes.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but like when I think about it, I'm like
the people in the movie don't even realize or acknowledge that they're idiots. Like they're just jerks. Like, and they suck. And
people think it's funny. They made another one. It's one of the most beloved movies.
I know. Yeah, my buddy Kevin, he's like, yeah, that's my favorite comedy ever. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, not my thing.
Now, I did
You're
catch
the first
up.
person I've talked to that actually.
I felt like you would share my same feelings.
Don't think I've ever actually vocalized that because I've never met a person that didn't like that movie.
Yeah, so. I was very upset by it. I did catch up with another comedy that I should have seen many years ago, and it's called Step Brothers. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it? Called starring Will Ferrell and Seth Rogen, or not Seth Rogen, John C. Reilly.
I thought you were joking, and that was even better. You should have done a different name for Will Ferrell though, too. That would have been good.
I know. Dave Franco and Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, there you go.
This movie was pretty good.
So that's one of those ones that's very much a product of its time.
Yeah.
But is also like, it's hard not to laugh when you watch that movie.
I definitely laughed. I still don't think it lives up to the hype.
That's where it hasn't aged as well, I would say. That's like 40-Year-Old Virgin, Step Brothers, all that stuff happening.
But it definitely had genuine like funny moments, and I think it's a good movie. And I didn't realize that what's his face from Parks and Rec, Ben, Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. Yeah.
So funny. Loved his character as his brother. I didn't realize that he was a character in it. So I liked it. I'm happy I've finally have that in my brain. I still need to see 40-Year-Old Virgin. Have
you seen Anchorman?
Yeah, love Anchorman. Okay. And that, Step Brothers, and Superbad were like the main like 3 comedies that I'm like, how have I not seen those?
I think 40-Year-Old Virgin is even. I think that's like the first one.
Yeah.
That got big.
Yeah.
With those people, they had been doing. I think there's like maybe a couple other before that, but I think that's really the of them. I could be wrong there, but you haven't seen 40-Year-Old Virgin. Oh my god,
I'm gonna watch it soon. I think it's on Netflix still, so I'll watch it. One last thing, as long as we're on the comedy train, Chris D'Elia's new special came out today called No Pain.
I put a notification for that.
Yeah,
so I'll have.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
It may be better for you because I watch his podcast, so I have seen like 167 hours of him just doing his thing in the last couple years since his last special came out. So like
him prepping for his next special.
But he's his real self on the podcast, and you can tell that like even him in his specials is somewhat of a character or a bit.
100%.
Like he's exaggerated, and I don't like it as much. So, but it's pretty funny. I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
So
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It might even have 2 of his to watch.
So the funny thing is, the most recent one, Man on Fire, was the set that we saw at the Improv.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Not this one. The
no.
Before it.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll watch it anyways. I'll see what I remember.
I mean, you may not remember it anymore. I saw it not that long after. I'm like, I've heard all this stuff before.
The key, there's really only one thing I remember, and it's like a lifelong thing that has stuck with me from that night. Like, and I knew it the second I heard him describe it. It resonated with me, and it was when so tell me if he said this in the special, was when he talked about how like everybody's in their own movie, and like everybody else is just an extra in your movie.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm not more important than you. I'm
Right.
just the guy doing the comedy for you in the background.
Right.
There might be a couple over here, and I loved that. Does he do that again in the
That
in the
is in the most recent one?
No, in the one that you said he.
From that one, that's kind of like I think that's like kind of the overall theme.
That's okay, yeah.
I'm pretty
so
sure.
That stuck with me clearly.
Yeah, it's a great bit because like it's so true. You know, like it's like, wow, you nailed it. That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
I love Chris D'Elia, my favorite comedian. Me and Justin Bieber have that in common.
Did I tell you about him?
Well, I was with you when we saw him, and that was the first time I had ever heard of him.
Because I knew who he was. That's why.
Right, and I'm like, who's that?
Him. Why is he so funny? God, he was so good that night.
But then I forget when I fell in love with him. My favorite special of his is Incorrigible on Netflix. So funny. Like, that's my favorite comedy special ever.
I couldn't even give you any of that.
Yeah.
The only Netflix special I know by name is Vicious Circle, and it was the first one I ever saw.
Was that Netflix?
No, Dane Cook.
Right.
Super OG.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how you would have watched that at the time.
Vicious
HBO,
Circle.
probably.
Why don't I know the other ones by him?
See, I don't even know the other ones. Vicious Circle is the only name of a comedy special that I know.
Wow, I'm so upset. I should know at least one or two other ones, but I can't think of them. You've broken my brain.
Good.
Anything else?
Did Discord used to not have these green boxes around your thing?
They started doing that a few weeks ago, I think.
Just for the quarantine to throw everybody off, like.
Yeah, I don't know why it's necessary.
Because Kind of Funny made a comment. They're like, that wasn't their last time, and I'm like,
right.
Did they literally just add this? Like, why would you do that? So,
I also feel like the boxes are now rounded when they used to be square.
Sure. I think that's all.
Shall we wrap her up?
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you for watching or listening to I almost said the Kind of Funny podcast, the Huber Rebels podcast. This table. If you have been watching, you can listen on Apple, on the iTunes podcast app. You can also watch us on YouTube, and we have our Rebels React videos on there as well, where we talk about currently Clone Wars and whatever movies we can. We just did Onward as well. But until then, my name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. We are the Huber Rebels.
Until next time.
Welcome to the rebellion.